I wasted 4 years doing content creation, and boy, did I learn a lot. By wasted, I mean that I was pursuing full-time content creation by posting every single day, spending hours on my For You page brainstorming ideas, and having several videos go viral, only to make $0 and work with 0 brands. But listen, 5th year's the charm, because I was able to learn from my past mistakes and past failures and figure out how to turn my dream of becoming a content creator into reality. So if you're an aspiring influencer or content creator, today is your lucky day, because I've compiled all of the lessons I've learned throughout the years into 5 core lessons, and I'm going to be sharing that with you today. The first lesson was by far the hardest lesson to learn, and that was no one cares about your personal life. If you are currently trying to blow up your personal Instagram page, please stop. That was me, and it did not work for several reasons. One reason being is that the algorithm will not know who to show your content to. If you have a personal Instagram page, that means your followers are most likely from high school, elementary school, university, past jobs you've worked at, summer camps you've gone to when you were younger. The odds that your followers are all interested in the same thing is very low. So if you were to try to niche down and become a fashion content creator per se, the odds that your followers would interact with that content is very low. In the long run, the algorithm is going to look at the preferences of all of your followers, and it's going to get confused, and it's not going to know what your content is about or who to show it to. The second reason is because no one is as invested in your life as you are. If you posted a video of yourself dancing, cooking, painting, doing exercise, the harsh reality is that no one's really interested in that. People are looking at content thinking, how can this benefit me? How can it inspire me? How can this video motivate me? If your video doesn't have a layer of value in it, people are not going to engage with it, and they're not going to follow you. See, I used to make cute little reels with my friends from high school. I would post reels with my dog, and to me, they were so cute and so aesthetic, but the only people who would like and comment on those videos were my friends who would always hype me up and my mom. And listen, that's very sweet of them, but that's also not going to help you build a personal brand on Instagram. So instead of focusing on your personal life, focus on your skills and the value you can provide to other people. For example, I'm someone who loves self-improvement. I love reading self-improvement books. I love exercising. I love reading. I love writing. So I concluded that if I were to create self-improvement content, not only would I enjoy creating it, but I could help a lot of people in the process. So instead of posting cute aesthetic reels of me reading a book in a park or going for a run by the water, I now base my content on problems I can help people solve, ways I can inspire people to be better, ways I can motivate people to care for themselves more. Now, putting everything I just told you together, you're gonna start a brand new Instagram account, and you're gonna niche it down to that one specific skill that you have that is valuable to other people. So in 2022, I started a brand new Instagram account, and it was solely based on self-improvement. It had nothing to do with what I did in my free time. It had nothing to do with anything that wasn't self-improvement. All I talked about was mental health, physical health, how to change your perspective, how to develop a more positive mindset. And let me tell you, when I posted less than 7 videos, I think it was the 6th video or something like that, it blew up. It got over 5 million views, and I continued posting self-improvement content, and my account grew to 10,000 followers in 3 months. Now, this leads me into my second lesson. You make $0 from posting short-form content. Now, let me explain. Instagram doesn't pay you a dime for your content, okay? Yes, you can receive gifts on your reels, but the odds of someone sending you money because they liked your reel is very, very low. So you have to figure out your own ways to make money from your Instagram content. You may not realize it at first, but when you start a brand new Instagram account and you niche it down to that one specific skill and you post valuable content on a daily basis, you didn't just start started an Instagram account, you started a business. You have now become an entrepreneur. It is now your responsibility to come up with different streams of revenue you can create in order to monetize off of your content. So, for example, maybe you're an author and you post reels about writing. You need to figure out, what would my followers be interested in that they would also invest in? So right off the top of my head, I would think it would be a good idea to create a guide on how to publish your writing, how to write your first book. You could sell it for $20 or $40 depending on how much information is on the guide, and you can link it in your bio. Now, whenever you post a reel, you can pin a comment at the top of your reel that says, hey, if you're interested in learning how to self-publish books like I have a guide that I created linked in my bio. Now you've created a funnel with your content so that each video brings people into a revenue stream that you created. And ready to get your mind blown? That wouldn't have been possible with a personal Instagram account. The fact that a brand new Instagram account that is niche down has the potential for all of your reels to guide people into investing in you. You can get so creative with creating different revenue streams. For me, in the past, I created Shopify stores, Depop stores. I've also created PDF guides. I've also offered one-on-one coaching calls. I created courses. There's a ton of stuff you can do. And if you want a video on different revenue streams you can create to monetize your content, let me know in the comments. The third core lesson I learned is that virality doesn't guarantee success. I've had so many videos that have gotten over 1 million views. And what happened after they got over 1 million views? Absolutely nothing. If you don't niche down and brand yourself from the beginning and start thinking like an entrepreneur, your viral content isn't going to get you anywhere. Did brands see my viral content and reach out to me and ask to collaborate? No. Did I get invited onto podcasts because people saw my viral content? No. Did I get gifts on my Instagram reels from people who saw my content? No. Viral content doesn't contribute anything to your life or to the lives of others if you do not have a plan, okay? But viral content is a very powerful tool if you have a niche down Instagram account and different streams of revenue that you've created with all of these digital products or physical products. 4, instead of aspiring to work with brands, aspire to create a personal brand. Now, I'm sorry if I'm starting to sound like a broken record, but when I was on YouTube looking for honest and raw advice, I couldn't find any of this advice. So I really hope that you get a clear understanding as to what you have to do to succeed as a full-time content creator on Instagram. Stop focusing on virality. Start focusing on what value you can provide to people, how you can help people. See, entrepreneurs, they're always thinking of different problems they can solve because that's what people are going to invest in. People invest in things that solves their problems, right? Like my mom has this Roomba vacuum. She invested in it. It's an expensive vacuum, but it's because she doesn't have time to be vacuuming the whole house, standing there with her arms going back and forth, right? She gets this Roomba and this little circular vacuum vacuums the whole house so that she can do other things. It saves her time. Think of problems you can solve, and they don't have to be complicated problems, okay? If you're in the fitness niche, you could focus on home workouts because a lot of people like to work out at home. If you're in the fashion niche, you can figure out how to make people's everyday basic clothing items look designer. If you're in the cooking niche, you can figure out how to make recipes that take less than 30 minutes for people who are really busy but want to eat healthy. This is content that people are going to spend time watching. And if they spend time watching your content, they will then invest in the digital or physical products that you've created. And the 5th core lesson I learned is that when you stop pretending to be someone you're not, success will come. People can tell if you're being authentic or not, okay? So many content creators, including including myself, make the mistake of trying to become a creator they see that's already successful. They'll copy viral content. They'll start to act like someone they think will be well liked instead of acting like themselves. Listen, your authenticity is your social media superpower, because on a platform where there are millions of users and people are seeing hundreds of faces every single day, why would someone want to see a replica of someone else? Your uniqueness is what's going to attract people to your page. There is something about you that no one can replicate, and that's incredibly special. No one has your life experiences. No one thinks in the same way you do. No one has the exact same skills as you. No one has the exact same way as speaking as you. Embrace what makes you different, because that is what makes you interesting. See, I'll get a little vulnerable with you guys. I feel very deeply. Okay, some people may call me sensitive. In the past, I tried to be cool. I tried to look like a clean girl, an emo girl, all the different beauty trends that had happened in the past. I tried filming with all of these transitions. I was basically trying to be anything but myself, because I was afraid to be myself, because I didn't want people to judge me for just being myself. But when I started my brand new Instagram account and I embraced the fact that I'm very sensitive and that I feel deeply, wow, did things start to come together? I didn't realize it, but I had a way of describing very mundane feelings we all experience in a way that's relatable and touching and inspiring and motivating. Because I was brave enough to be myself and put myself out there and talk about these things, I was able to touch hundreds of people's hearts. I would wake up to a bunch of DMs from people thanking me for sharing the messages that I was sharing, for helping shift their perspective. I even got messages from people saying that I helped turn their day around, how they were scared and they felt brave enough and courageous enough to go out into the world and do the things that scared them because they read something I wrote. If I didn't embrace who I was, if I wasn't brave enough to put myself out there, I wouldn't have had that effect on people. And that would have never came if I continued pretending to be someone I wasn't. So before you waste 4 years of attempting content creation, please focus in on your skills and provide value to people through your content. Create those digital and physical products. Aim to inspire and motivate people, not virality. Brand yourself like a business would, and embrace your authentic self. I hope you learned from my mistakes, and I can't wait to see you succeed. Bye!